Section 1. The action first principle. Reversing the motivation equation. Most of us have been told a story about motivation that is holding us back. We believe we must first find a spark of inspiration, a surge of inner drive before we can tackle a difficult task. We wait for the feeling of motivation to strike like lightning from a clear sky. But what if that common wisdom is backward? What if, instead of waiting for motivation to grant us permission to act, we could generate motivation simply by starting? The truth is, action is not the result of motivation. It is often the cause of it. Try one small action right now. Open a document you have been avoiding. Write a single sentence. Take one dish to the sink. This small initial effort can be the very trigger that starts the engine of accomplishment. The belief that feelings must precede action is a trap. It leads to procrastination and a state of passive waiting. When we wait for the perfect mood, we give our power away to the unpredictable tides of emotion. The reality, supported by a growing body of brain research, is far more empowering. The simple act of doing, of exerting even minimal effort, can initiate a powerful chemical cascade in the brain. This cascade does not just make us feel good after we succeed, it makes us want to continue the effort itself. Section 2, the brain's engine. How dopamine rewards effort, not just results. To understand why effort creates motivation, we need to look at a key chemical in our brains, dopamine. Many people mistakenly label dopamine the pleasure chemical or the reward chemical. This is a misleading oversimplification. Dopamine is more accurately described as the motivation chemical. Its primary role is not to make us feel pleasure when we receive a reward, but to drive us to seek out those rewards in the first place. It is the neurochemical of wanting, of striving, and of pursuing. It is released not just when you cross the finish line, but more importantly, during every step you take to get there. Your brain essentially gives you small hits of dopamine for the effort itself. This insight from neuroscience is revolutionary. It means our brains are designed to reward the process of striving. Each small bit of progress toward a goal triggers a release of dopamine that feels good and encourages us to continue. This is why breaking a large project into smaller, achievable tasks is so effective. Each completed subtask, writing one email, coding one function, making one phone call, acts as a mini reward. This steady stream of small wins keeps the dopamine circuit firing, sustaining our focus and drive far more effectively than waiting for a single, distant prize at the end. The final reward matters, but progress along the way matters more for maintaining momentum. The brain's reward system is highly sensitive to context. Two factors amplify the dopamine response. Autonomy recognition. When we feel we have control over our work, when we can choose how to tackle a task or when to tackle a task, the effort feels more meaningful. This sense of agency makes the work itself more rewarding, boosting dopamine and our desire to keep going. When our effort is noticed and acknowledged by others, our brains register that social praise as a potent reward. A simple, great job from a manager or a peer can provide a powerful motivational lift, reinforcing the value of the hard work we are putting in. This wiring has profound implications for how we structure work and life. If effort is the trigger for motivation, make effort feel productive and visible often. Design tasks so progress is tangible. When work is a long, featureless slog with no milestones, the dopamine circuit gets no encouragement. Motivation wanes. Burnout and disengagement follow. The problem is often the design of the work, not the person. By understanding how the brain's engine works, we can learn to fuel it properly. Section 3. Designing for drive. Creating environments where effort thrives. Since motivation is a consequence of action, leaders and managers have a critical role. Design work environments that spark initial action and sustain momentum. It is not enough to tell people to be more motivated. Architect workflows and cultures that make effort feel rewarding. 3 practical strategies, grounded in dopamine science. They can transform a stagnant workplace into proactive energy. The first fix: break large goals into small concrete steps. Increase market share by 10% is too abstract. Deconstruct into weekly micro-objectives, or even daily micro-objectives. For example, a software team isn't just aiming for a product launch 6 months away. They operate in 2-week sprints. Each sprint has a clear, achievable goal, like building a specific feature. At the end of each sprint, the team demonstrates tangible progress. Effort completion demonstration. Each completed sprint is a win that delivers a dopamine-fueled sense of accomplishment, building confidence and energy for the next cycle. This makes progress feel constant and keeps the team engaged in the journey. The second strategy is to make progress visible. Effort that disappears into a void is deeply demotivating. If people can't see impact, their brains won't register progress. Visual management tools are highly effective. Kanban board, to do, Kanban board, in progress. Kanban board, done. Physically moving a task card from one column to the next is satisfying. Many sales teams use a public leaderboard or a deal bell. These mechanisms make progress public and celebratory. Finally, build a culture of recognition that praises the process, not just outcomes. Celebrating big wins matters, but small, consistent acknowledgements sustain daily effort. Managers should praise hard work. Managers should praise creative problem solving. Managers should praise learning from failure. A quick, "I saw how you handled that difficult client call. Great patience can beat a yearly bonus." Peer-to-peer recognition platforms let employees give small bonuses or public kudos. This decentralizes recognition, making it frequent and authentic and reinforcing collaboration. Beyond structuring large projects, managers can implement several low-cost, high-impact habits to foster an effort-driven culture. One of the most effective tools is to grant employees greater autonomy over their tasks. Micromanagement is a motivation killer because it strips away the sense of ownership that makes effort feel worthwhile. Instead of dictating every detail, managers should clearly define the desired outcome and then let their team members choose the method to get there. Allowing an employee to decide the order of their tasks or experiment with a new approach gives them a sense of control, which makes the work inherently more engaging and boosts their intrinsic drive. Another powerful technique is to create rituals that are explicitly focused on progress. For instance, instead of starting a daily team meeting by listing problems, start by asking each person to share one thing they moved forward yesterday. This simple shift in focus primes the team to think in terms of forward momentum. This daily win ritual makes small steps visible to everyone and reinforces the idea that all effort, no matter how minor, contributes to the collective goal. Over time, this practice trains the brain to seek out opportunities for progress and to view daily work as a series of achievable wins rather than an overwhelming list of chores. It builds a shared narrative of competence and efficacy. Providing the right level of support is also crucial for keeping tasks in the optimal challenge zone, that sweet spot where work is neither boringly easy nor impossibly hard. When an employee is struggling, the goal is not to do the work for them, but to provide just enough help to get them unstuck. Pairing them with a mentor for a short period, pointing them to a useful resource, helping them break the problem down into smaller parts. At Pixar, they use a concept called the brain trust, where directors present their work in progress to a group of trusted peers. The brain trust does not provide prescriptive solutions. It offers candid feedback to help the director see the problem more clearly, ensuring they can overcome the hurdle through their own renewed effort. Finally, leaders must actively model a healthy relationship with effort and failure. When a manager openly discusses their own struggles, the things they are learning, and the small steps they are taking to overcome a challenge, it normalizes the process of striving. This creates psychological safety, a climate where team members feel safe to try new things without the fear of being punished for failure. When failure is reframed as a valuable data point for learning, employees become more willing to exert effort on innovative but uncertain tasks. They see effort not as a risk, but as an opportunity for growth, which keeps the dopamine-fueled cycle of exploration and motivation spinning. We have seen that the conventional wisdom on motivation is not just wrong, it is disempowering. Waiting for inspiration to strike is a passive game. The science is clear. Motivation does not precede action, it follows it. The effort you exert today, no matter how small, is the very seed from which tomorrow's motivation will grow. Your brain isn't wired to wait for a perfect feeling, it's wired to respond to what you do. By taking action, you are not just starting a task, you are sending a powerful signal to your brain's reward system. Wake up. Pay attention, get engaged, and move forward. This is not just theory. It's a practical strategy for a more productive, fulfilling life. Break down your goals to create frequent chances for the brain to celebrate progress. Make progress visible. Tangible proof effort is paying off. Embrace autonomy. Recognize striving in others. Build an environment of agency and drive. These aren't complex overhauls, they're simple, elegant shifts in how we approach work. Design choices that honor how our brains are wired, turning inertia into momentum. The power to change your motivational state has always been within your control. It doesn't live in some future feeling you hope for. It lives in the next action you choose. The most daunting projects, the most ambitious goals, the most challenging transformations, all begin with a single, simple step. That first step breaks the spell of procrastination. It initiates the positive feedback loop between effort and dopamine. It turns "I don't feel like it" into "I am doing it," which becomes "I want to keep doing it." So, do not wait another minute for motivation to find you. You are the one who creates it. Look at the task you've been avoiding. Identify the absolute smallest action you can take to begin. Open the file. Write one subject line. Put on your running shoes. Do that one thing right now. Don't think about the next step. Just take this first one. Start the engine, see how it feels. Your brain is ready to reward you and help you take the next step.